Hello students, this is the second part of our chapter Lines and Angles. In this part we will solve exercise 5.1. But before going to solve exercise 5.1, let me tell you what are vertically opposite angles. So two angles are called a pair of vertically opposite angles if their arms form the two pairs of opposite rays. So in order to understand what are vertically opposite angle, let us take the intersection of two lines AB and CD. So let us take intersection of two lines AB and CD which intersect at point O. So let us draw the figure. So suppose this is our first line AB, A, B, and this is our second line CD, C, D. So here you can see that two lines AB and CD intersecting each other at a point. Let us name this point as O. Okay. Now you can see there are four angles formed. Let us name these angles. Suppose this is angle 1, this is angle 2, this is angle 3, and this is angle 4. So can we say angle 1 and angle 3 as vertically opposite angle? Let us see. So for angle 1 and angle 3. So students, for angle 1, that is angle AOC, and for angle 3, that is angle DOB. You can see that the two arms OC of the angle 1 and OD of the angle 3 form a pair of opposite rays. So first pair of opposite rays for angle 1 and angle 3 is OC and OD. Again you can see in the angle 1 and angle 3, the two rays, that is OA of angle 1 and OB of angle 3. Again these two rays form a pair of opposite rays. So we can write OA and OB. It means for angle 1 and 3, there are two pairs. First pair OC and OD, and the second pair OA and OB, which form opposite rays. Hence we can say angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 4 are also vertically opposite angle. Let us see how. So for angle 2 and angle 4. So in angle 2 and angle 4, you can see that the ray OA of angle 2 and OB of angle 4 form a pair of opposite rays. So first pair of opposite rays is OA and OB. Again, the ray OD of angle 2 and OC of angle 4 form a pair of opposite ray. So OD and OC. So you can see that for angle 2 and 4, there are two pairs of opposite rays. first pair OA and OB, and second pair OD and OC. Hence we can say angle 2 and angle 4 are also vertically opposite angles. Now let us see the first question from the exercise 5.1. Find the complement of each of the following angles. So here we have given 63 degree and we have to find the complement of this angle. So let the complement, then let the measure of its complement be x degree. Then what we can write? You know, the sum of the angle and its complement is equals to 90 degree. Hence here we can write the angle that is 63 degree given plus x is equals to 90 degree. It implies that x is equals to 90 degree minus, when 63 is taken from left hand side to right hand side, then here it comes with negative sign. So what we get? X is equals to 90 minus 63 comes out to be 27 degree. It means we can say the complement of this angle is the complement of the angle 63 degree is 27 degree. Okay. In the same way, here we have the second question. Find supplement of each of the following angles. So here we have given 105 degree and we have to find the supplement of this angle. So again, let the measure of supplement be y degree. Then what we can write? You know, the sum of the angle and its supplement is equals to 180 degree. And for this angle 105 degree, we can write 105 degree plus its supplement, that is y, equals to 180 degree. It implies that y is equals to 180 degree, and when 105 degree is taken from left hand side to right hand side, then it becomes negative. So we have y is equals to 180 minus 105, that is 75 degree. So we can say the supplement of angle 105 degree is 75 degree. The next question we have, find the angle which is equal to its complement. So let us see the solution. So let x be the angle whose complement is equal to it. Let x be the angle whose complement is equal to itself. Okay. So if x be the angle, then what will be its complement? Complement of x is equals to 90 minus x. Okay. Now, according to question, we can say that x is equals to its complement, that is, according to question, we have x is equals to its complement, that is 90 minus x. When we take this x in the left hand side, then what we have? X plus x equals to 90 degree, implies that 2x is equals to 90 degree, and again it implies x is equals to 90 degree by 2, that is x equals to 45 degree. Hence 45 degree is the angle whose complement is equal to itself. Now let us see our next question. In this question, it is asking, can two angles be supplementary if both of them are first acute, second obtuse, and third right? So let us see the solution, each of these one by one. So students, you know that what is an acute angle? An angle whose measure is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is said to be acute angle. So let us take two acute angle between 0 and 90 degree. Suppose we have angle A equals to 75 degree, which is acute angle, and angle B is equals to 85 degree, which is again a acute angle. Okay, now let us sum these two angles. So angle A plus angle B is equals to 75 degree plus 85 degree, which comes out to be 75 plus 85 means 160 degree. So here you can see that 160 degree is less than 180 degree. It means we can say that if two angles are acute angle, then these two angles are not said to be supplementary. Why? Because here you can see clearly that sum of these two angles is less than 180. And you know, two angles are said to be supplementary if their sum is equal to 180 degree. But here the sum is less than 180 degree. Hence we can say if two angles are acute angle, then these two angles cannot be supplementary. So our answer is no. Let us see the second one. Now what is an obtuse angle? So students, you know, an obtuse angle is that whose measure is greater than 90 degree, but less than 180 degree. Okay. So let us suppose there are two angles. Angle P is equals to, you have to take these two angles between 90 and 180. So suppose angle P is equals to 170 degree, which is an obtuse angle. Again choose an obtuse angle between 90 and 180. So you can choose 160, which is also a obtuse angle. Now we have to take the sum of these two angles. So angle P plus angle Q is equals to 170 degree plus 160 degree. So 170 plus 160 comes out to be 260, 120, 130. It means 230 degree. So here you can see that the sum of these two angles, which are obtuse angle, is 230 degree, which is greater than 180 degree. Hence we can say that these two angles are not supplementary, because again you know that two angles are said to be supplementary only if their sum is equals to 180 degree. But here when the two angles are obtuse angle, then you can see that their sum is greater than 180 degree. Hence again our answer is no. Let us see the third one. So students, you know what is right angle? An angle whose measure is equal to 90 degree is said to be right angle. So let us choose two angle. Angle M equals to 90 degree and angle N is also equals to 90 degree. So if we sum these two angles, that is angle M plus angle N, then it is equals to 90 degree plus 90 degree, which comes out to be 180 degree. Hence here we can see that the sum of these two angles is equals to 180 degree. Hence these two angles are supplementary. So we can say that if the two angles are right angle, then they are said to be supplementary because their sum is equals to 180 degree. Hence our answer is yes. Now in the next question we have given in the adjoining figure, as you can see, this is the given figure. Now while observing this figure, we have to answer these questions. Is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? Do angle COE and EOD form a linear pair? Are angle BOD and angle DOA supplementary? Is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? And last one is, what is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? So let us solve each of these questions one by one. So first we have to see, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? So here you can see angle 1 is AOC. Angle AOC. And angle 2 is COE. Angle COE. So this is the angle 2. Now we have to see, does these two angles are adjacent angle? So you know, two angles are said to be adjacent if these two angles have one common arm and the other arms of these two angles lie on opposite side of the common arm. So here for angle 1 and angle 2, you can see that there is a common arm OC. OC is a common arm. OC is common arm, and the other arms of angle 1 and angle 2, that is OE and OA, lie on opposite side of the common arm OC. OE and OA lie on opposite of common arm OC. So you can see the conditions are fulfilled. Hence we can say angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. So our answer is yes. Let us see the second part. Is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? So let us see the angle AOC. This is the angle AOC and angle AOE. AOE. So angle AOC and angle AOE. So for angle AOC and angle AOE, you can see that these two angles have a common arm AO. So we can write OA is the common arm. But let us check their non-common arms lying on the opposite side of the common arm or not. So the non-common arms of these two angles, that is angle AOC and angle AOE, are OC and OE. So you can see clearly that OC and OE lie on the same side of the common arm OA. They does not lie on the opposite side of this common arm OA. Here the non-common arm OE and OC does not lie on opposite of common arm OA. Hence, we can say the condition of adjacent angle is not fulfilled. That's why angle AOC and angle AOE are not adjacent. Hence, our answer is no. Now, let us see the third part. Do angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair? So, students, you know what is the condition of linear pair? So, two adjacent angles are said to form a linear pair if their non-common arms form two opposite rays. So, let us observe these two angles, angle COE and angle EOD. So, angle COE, this is the angle COE and EOD. COE and EOD. So for the angle COE and EOD, you can see that there is a common R, OE, common R, and the non-common arms are OC and OD, which form two opposite rays. OC and OD form a pair of opposite rays. Hence, we can say the condition of linear pair is fulfilled. That's why angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair. So, our answer is yes. Now, let us see the next part. In this part, it is asking, are angle BOD and angle DOA supplementary? Angle BOD, BOD. This is the angle BOD, that is angle 4, and angle DOA, DOA. So angle DOA is angle 5. So here you can see that AOB is a straight line, and you know angle made on a straight line is equals to 180 degree. So you can write as AOB is a straight line and angle made on straight line is 180. Okay, and the angles made on this line AOB is angle 5 and angle 4. Okay, that are asking in the question. So here we can see that angle 4 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree. Hence we can say the angles AOD and angle BOD are supplementary because sum of these two angles is equals to 180 degree. Hence again our answer is yes. Now let us see the next part. Is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? So where is the angle 1? This is the angle 1 and this is the angle 4. So what is the condition for vertically opposite angle? You know two angles are said to form a pair of vertically opposite angle if their arms form two pairs of opposite rays. So when you observe these two angles, that is angle 1 and angle 4, then you can see that for angle 1 and angle 4, OC and OD, let us write here, OC and OD, first pair of opposite rays, and OA and OB is the second pair of opposite rays. OA and OB is second pair of opposite rays. So you can see the condition of vertically opposite angle is fulfilled. Hence we can say angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4. So our answer is yes. Now let us see the last part. Sixth part. So in this part it is asking what is vertically opposite angle of angle 5. So let us see. This is the angle 5, that is angle AOD. Angle AOD. So for angle AOD you can see that the angle BOC is vertically opposite angle. Angle BOC is vertically opposite angle. Why? Because you can see that for angle AOD and angle BOC, OA and OB form a pair of opposite rays, and OC and OD form a second pair of opposite rays. That is, we can say for angle AOD and BOC there are two pairs of opposite rays. Hence it is clear that angle AOD and BOC are vertically opposite angle. So our answer is angle BOC. The next question we have, find the values of x, y and z in each of the following. So here we have the adjoining figure, and with the help of this figure we have to find the value of x, y and z. So let us do the naming to this straight line. This is A, this is O and this is B. So here you can see clearly that AOB is a straight line. So let us see the solution. As AOB is a straight line, and students, you know that the angle formed on a straight line is equals to 180 degree. So here you can see that the angle 40 degree x and 25 degree together equals to 180 degree, because these angles are formed on the straight line AOB. So we can write sum of the angles 40 degree x and 25 degree is equals to 180 degree. That is, we can write 40 degree plus x plus 25 degree is equals to 180 degree. It implies that 40 plus 25 is 65. So we can write x plus 65 degree is equals to 180 degree, or we can write x is equals to 180 degree minus 65 degree, which is equals to 115 degree. That is, the value of x is 115 degree. Now we have to find the value of y and z. So when you observe carefully this adjoining figure, then you can see that z and 40 degree are vertically opposite angle. So we can write z and 40 degree forms a pair of vertically opposite angles. So these two angles are equal. So we can write z is equals to 40 degree. Now we have the value of x and z. Now we have to find the value of y. Again, you can see that AOB is a straight line and y and z are the angle which are made on this straight line AOB. Hence, the sum of y and z is equals to 180 degree. So we can write as AOB is a straight line. So sum of the angles y and z is equals to 180 degree. That is, we can write y plus z equals to 180 degree. And you know the value of z, that is 40 degree. So let us put, so y plus 40 degree is equals to 180 degree, which implies that y is equals to 180 degree minus 40 degree, which is equals to 140 degree. So we have calculated the value of x 115 degree, y 140 degree and z 40 degree. Now students, you have to solve the rest of the questions by yourself. Thank you.